Hello, Elizabeth here, and today we are doing this Dollar Tree diamond painting kit. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I love to do tons of different bedazzling projects, from tumblers to pens to accessories. If you're just getting started and you want to dip your toes into the beautiful world of rhinestones, this diamond painting kit is the perfect place to start. It's only $1.25 and it includes everything you need to complete the project. There are quite a few materials required for bling projects, so before investing in those and trying something more complicated, I think this kit is a great way to try out some of the skills that are involved and see if it's a good fit for you. This is a very small diamond painting, and even this took me 4 hours to complete, so you can imagine how much patience is required for larger projects. It's certainly not for everyone, but I think this kit will give you a really good idea of whether or not this hobby is a good fit for you. I'm gonna walk you through it step by step. This kit came with the self-adhesive image on a small canvas, 12 packs of gems in different colors. These are sometimes called drills or diamonds or rhinestones, a wax picker-upper tool, and one small plastic tray for your gems. For the sake of this video, I want to use only what came in the kit, but with one exception, which is that I'm going to use this wax pencil that can be sharpened instead of this other tool that it came with. The one it came with is a pretty standard tool for diamond painting. You stick it into this wax square, which fills the circle on the end of the stick, and that wax picks up the diamonds when you press on them. But I just find these really janky and annoying to use and keep refilling, and you have to come at the diamonds perfectly upright, whereas I can pick them up from any angle with this fully waxed tip. These are super affordable, and I've linked them in the description. Before you get started, make sure you set up a podcast or a TV show to enjoy in the background. I'm currently binging The Good Doctor, highly recommend. Because this came with only one tray, I'm going to do it one color at a time. Diamond painting works like a paint by number, and the canvas has numbers or letters in each of the dots to tell you which color of rhinestone goes where. So you can pick any color to start with by cutting open the plastic and dumping them out onto your tray, and then you can use your rhinestone tool to pick up and place your stones onto each of the dots, aiming to get them as close to perfectly centered as possible. The canvas has an adhesive on it that will hang on to the rhinestone when you place it down. The plastic tray has little grooves in it so that when you shake it, it flips the rhinestones over so that the flat backs are on the bottom, and you can pick them up on their front side. If you run out of stones that are facing the right direction, just give the tray another shake whenever you need to. I naively thought I could do this whole thing in 1 hour, so I just peeled off the whole cover to do it in one sitting. But you may prefer to go section by section instead of color by color and do it over the span of several days. In this case, you may want to use scissors to cut off sections of the plastic cover that comes in the kit, or you can use some parchment paper and cut it to cover just the parts you aren't ready to bedazzle yet. I ended up doing this in 2 sittings, and I did leave it fully uncovered overnight. The adhesive was still fine the next day, but for longevity, I would recommend keeping the adhesive covered for as long as possible until you're ready to stick your gems. Parchment paper can also be helpful to rest your hand on the canvas while you work without damaging the adhesive. This craft is pretty forgiving in that if you place your stone and it isn't quite centered, you can nudge it over a bit to get it to sit exactly where you want it. You may find it helpful to have a pair of tweezers on hand for this reason, which are also great to fully remove a stone if you put it in the completely wrong spot. There are plenty of leftover gems of each color. When you're done with a color, you can put the gems into a Ziploc bag or a container and label it. I just used a tiny funnel I had laying around to put the gems back in the bags they came in. You could also roll up a small piece of paper into a cone to achieve this same purpose. Then you can use a small piece of tape to secure the bags shut. When you're finished your painting, you may want to use a heavy book or a roller to make sure your diamonds are nice and secure. Some people like to seal these with a clear coat to make them more protected, but just like with my rhinestone tumblers and pens, I don't like to do this because a sealant fills in all the little facets and edges that make the gems sparkle. So you're really impacting the look of the end result by doing this. And here is the final result. For literally $1, I think this is a really fun and relaxing project, and it's a great way to try out bedazzling. If you're ready to move on to something more challenging, I've got tons of rhinestone tutorials on my channel, and I think the perfect next step would be to make a rhinestone pen. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment letting me know what sort of videos you'd like to see in the future. See you later!